radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo, welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live from Rock 102.1 KFMA. Streaming worldwide at KFMA.com on this beautiful Monday, August 25th. Good morning, Weirdo.
Good morning.
And good morning, Tucson. Thank you guys for tuning into the show. We're going to kick off the week strong. We're ready for this week. Later on today in the podcast broadcast, we're going to have an upcoming band called Sleep Theory in studio. Very excited to meet these guys in person. Lead singer has amazing pipes on him. There'll be an in-studio performance and a whole lot more. We'll play some games, get to know the boys before they open up for who?
Set it off. Sorry, I had to think there for a second. At the Rialto tonight.
That's a nice little sound drop here I could use. Yeah. All right, pull your pants up and let's do this. Sleep Theory is going to be in before they open up for the band that Weirdo just mentioned and wasn't even listening. And we got listener bait galore. So this is what we're giving away this week. I have 3 different items that we're giving away. First and foremost, a Saving Abel at the Rialto Theater on November 22nd.
Nice.
Yeah, we're going to be giving away tickets for that show. I'm excited about that. Also, for you MMA fans out there, we got tickets for the World Fighting Championship. Did you give those out yesterday?
Yeah, we had text to win this weekend.
Good, yeah. So that's November 11th at Casino del Sol's Ava Amphitheater. That's going to be great. Just for the atmosphere alone, right there at Ava. And of course, it's November 11th. So, like the weather's going to be nice. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a beautiful night to watch people get their face pummeled in.
Mm-hmm.
And if that wasn't enough, I got more.
Yes.
Puddle of Mud, Rialto Theater,
nice.
September 3rd. So, which is right around the corner. Our boys Held Out going to be opening up that show. So 5 days away for Puddle of Mud. And you can get those tickets, or 6 days away because 31st.
It's Sunday.
Yeah. You'll be able to get your first opportunity to win those tickets here in the 6 o'clock hour. So just keep listening for that. And that's the listener bait for this week. And that's just to start things off. So we're excited about this week. Got a lot of things going on. Of course, over the weekend, I do have to mention that we lost an icon. Yes, the legendary Bob Barker passed away at the age of 99 years old. What a fantastic run.
Right. Let's say it's so many years.
Yeah. Now, of course, him, passing away at the age of 99 led to many hacky jokes being told over and over and over again. And that joke was Bob Barker he got closest to a dollar without going over, right? That was the go-to joke that you saw your not-so-funny friends post on social media, along with a picture of Bob Barker. Of course, Bob had a legendary career. He was one of the all-time greatest MCs, just hosting a game. He was iconic with his mic choices, that long, skinny mic. In fact, Drew Carey, when he took over The Price is Right, they were going to move on from that very classic microphone that Bob Barker used to use. But Drew was such a stan that he was like, no, I want to use that mic. It's not Price is Right if I don't have like a 14-inch straw with a little lapel at the end,
right.
So he uses that style of mic to this very day. And Bob Barker hosted the show, from 72. He joined the revival of, Barker spent a decade in radio. Nice. Mm-hmm. Before being named the host of a game show, Truth or Consequences, in 1956. He stayed until 1975, but in 1972, he also joined a revival of The Price is Right. That's how long this show's been running, man.
Wow.
Yeah, he hosted that one until he retired in 2007. And of course, I think, entire generation is not going to associate Bob Barker with Price is Right at all, but of course, associate him with the classic Adam Sandler film, Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
To which I have this little clip to share with you.
I can't believe you're a professional golfer. I think you should be working at the snack bar.
You better relax, Bob.
There is no way that you could have been as bad at hockey as you are at golf.
All right, let's go.
Oh! You want a piece of me? I don't want a piece of you. I want the whole thing. Oh!
The price is wrong, bitch.
I think you've had enough. No? Now you've had enough, bitch.
Hearing like an 80-something-year-old Bob Barker call Adam Sandler a bitch is timeless, and it's something that you'll be able to watch with your great grandkids if you live as long as Bob Barker. So, of course, he a huge legacy. Peter remembered Barker as, quote, one of the first stars to go vegetarian more than 30 years ago, who urged families to stay away from SeaWorld and demanded the closure of cruel bear pits masquerading as tourist attractions. So he was an animal activist through and through. Of course, at the end of every show, he reminded you to cut off your dog's testicles, and to which maybe he wasn't the dog's favorite game show host, but he helped the procreation of lots of mutts out there. So we'll miss you, Bob Barker. All right, let's get this show moving right off the bat. We got your morning moron coming up after Giovanni and the Hired Guns. We'll kick things off with a little STP. It's Plush on Rock 102.1 KFMA. But you know the name of the show. Let's go. And sometimes I'll come across so many different fun things that I want to share with you. I get so excited, and I just got to figure out like how to spread it out as opposed to just rambling for 30 minutes. Be like, guys, did you hear about this? What about this? You want to know about that? Oh my God, we have so much to cover. But of course, to kick things off on your Monday morning, let's celebrate the dumbest person of the day in your morning moron. Now, last week I talked about after the Incubus show, I rented one of those scooters and I rode it back to my car, which was super fun.
Yeah.
But, the thought process in my head was I didn't want to end up being somebody that I make fun of on the radio and get like a Dewey on one of those scooters. Now, I wasn't drunk, full disclosure, I didn't really even have a buzz, but I definitely had alcohol in my breath, right? So it was possible. And I was riding erratically, but at least I wasn't like this guy. Today's morning moron is a dude that, now I've seen stories like this before. He's a 51-year-old man named John McKee. Now, he is the latest to join a very elite club. That club is people who've gotten DUIs on children toys. What? Yeah, well, more specifically, the Power Wheel, right?
Oh.
Now, initially, when you see a story or hear a story about this, you think, okay, a guy's like at a barbecue, drinking with some friends, riding a Power Wheel on the driveway, must have went into the street a little bit, cops right there, beep.
Yeah.
But that's not the case. No, of course not. Not with Morning Moron.
No.
Now, John lives in Indiana, and the other day, he was driving under the influence, and the cop pulled him over around 9 p.m., on a Wednesday night. Again, he's wasted at 9 p.m. on a Wednesday night, driving down the street in a Power Wheel.
Ooh.
Yeah. Now, they haven't released a photo of it, but it was a Power Wheel Jeep. And that's the kind that you would probably get when you were like 5. The fact that he was able to even get this thing moving is impressive. But also, what makes John so stupid is that thing can't go that fast. I mean, you got to be able to outpace it just by walking, right? But
yeah.
he was drunk, and he's like, I don't want to walk. I want to cruise in style.
I mean, I'm assuming this guy, I don't know, 51, maybe weighs like 185, 190.
No, he's a little skinny. I'll show you a mugshot.
Did he soup up the Power Wheel beforehand?
First off, there's no way that this is his or his kids' Power Wheel. I doubt he even has kids. So the cop noted the Power Wheel was hard to see because it didn't have any lights or reflectors. Because it's not street legal. It's a Power Wheel.
Yeah.
Now, he got arrested after he failed the sobriety test, so that's how wasted he was. And they tested him at the hospital. He also had, surprise, surprise, meth in his system.
Really? Who would have thunk?
Yeah. Now, as far as we're going to have more questions and answers about John McKee in Indiana getting a DUI. That's his mugshot. Definitely looking wasted and methed out. The fact that he's all gacked out of his mind, still can't pass the sobriety test. It just means that he drank way too much, probably straight Everclear. Anyways, he's facing charges for, get this, operating a vehicle while intoxicated. So if it has wheels, it can still be dubbed a vehicle.
Yeah.
The punishment could be stiffer than usual. He has a previous conviction for it too. So in a real car. And then he graduated to toys. Who
Maybe
knows?
that's what he thought the hack was. Like, oh, I'll just go to Power Wheel. I'll be fine.
Right.
Sir, you could have walked faster.
Absolutely. So for all those reasons and more, John McKee is today's Morning Moron. Paloma on Rock 102.1 KFMA, of course, there performing at the Rialto here on September 3rd. So 6 days away if you want to go to that show. I might even have tickets to give away here soon.
Oh,
Yeah.
isn't that lovely?
I know. It's so much stuff to, get to. But I came across this piece, which is fascinating. And it reminded me just like a little while back, I was at an event and with a bunch of friends, and I went to go grab a drink with my buddy's wife. And then on the way back, my buddy's wife like links arms, like trying to hold hands with me, right? And,
Wow.
yeah, in a very friendly-ish way, but of course I'm weirded out.
Yeah.
Right. And she's like, no, don't worry. Like, he's cool. He gets it. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, so in my mind, I'm like, are you poly or are you swinger? Now, here's a fun fact. Like, Weirdo's polyamorous, right? She's in a polycube. Before that was a term, essentially poly people were just considered swingers. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Swingers are open.
Yeah, swingers are open, so are poly people to a certain extent. So how do you know and recognize somebody who might be a swinger or a poly? I got a list that might be
Really?
ridiculous. Yes.
Okay.
All right.
I want to hear this.
This is how you can recognize if someone may be a swinger or polyamorous. And of course, they got the stereotypical things like the pineapple, using a pineapple as decoration. And if it's upside down is a common way to let people, know that you're swinger. Now, at the Incubus show, I wore a shirt that had a pineapple on it.
With rainbows, and my girlfriend pointed it out.
So, yeah, what was my shirt signifying? I don't know. I just thought it looked dope. What did it signify?
I think it signified that you might be down.
All right. Well, maybe. Okay. Full disclosure, the scenario I was giving you was the Incubus night, right? So maybe it was my shirt saying something, put me in a situation where like, I don't know. But trust me, as open and crazy as I come off, I am actually very reserved. And when put in situations like that, I can turn into the most nervous nerd you've ever even come across, right? So, anyways, all right. Here's a list of ways that you could spot swingers, because whether it's a piece of jewelry or being pushed around the grocery store in a cart, or even on the front porch to let someone know there's a party in session, those in the lifestyle have a code to let other swingers know that they're up for getting down. And the code isn't limited to a pineapple. So here are some other ways, okay? And let me know if you've heard of any of these, okay? First one, a black ring on someone's right hand.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Like, I know that there's people with multiple partners and they'll wear rings on their right hand, but I didn't know that it was specifically a black ring.
Yeah, I don't know what this signifies, but yeah, apparently that's a sign someone might be a swinger. So, all right, having garden pampas, grass outside your home.
I've heard flamingos recently is kind of now a thing for swingers and poly people, having those like lawn decorations of flamingos.
So
grass?
Do you have to be tacky to be a swinger, or do you have so much sex that you become tacky?
Or you just don't care?
Nah, that's one of those, evolution questions. All right, wearing an anklet, toe rings, or thumb rings. Now, I just thought that was fashionable. So, I mean, I see plenty of women with, like jewelry on and toe rings. So are you telling me I'm supposed to shoot my shot even if that woman's standing next to her husband? Be like, hey, baby, I noticed you got a toe ring. You got a little room for me later on?
Look at that sexy anklet.
They say switching your wedding ring to your right hand is a sign that you're a swinger. Yeah. Okay. And I guess that would make sense. Of course, the wedding ring on your left hand signifies the bond and the connection, and that you're with someone you're spoken for, so to speak. You have that same fancy piece of jewelry, undeniably recognizable as a wedding ring, and you put it on your right hand.
I don't even know if my wedding ring would go on. It doesn't even go on my right hand.
That's weird.
Yeah, it doesn't fit.
You got one hand bigger than the other. That's
I guess.
Yeah. All right. They say also white landscaping rocks. I don't know, man. That means everybody in like Sun City and retirement communities are swingers. Well, I guess that maybe checks out.
I mean, it just sounds like a lot of lawn decorations for like those, like you said, those retirement communities, but that ones that are like still trailer parks.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's always urban legend. Like there's a community up north of Phoenix called Anthem. that the urban legend has it. It's a large swinger community with like red lights on the front porch. But what are you gonna do in that situation? Honestly, you're gonna see a red light and then you're just gonna knock like you're some unsolicited pizza delivery guy.
Right.
Like, you hungry? No. Oh, why are you knocking on my door? Or is it that easy? Like, any schlub can go up and be like, hey, I hear that you're in the market for just banging randos. My name's Rando. Nice to meet you.
Jeez, yeah. Still, even in the swinger communication, they appreciate communication.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. So a couple other things to look out for signs to recognize a swinger: the pink, purple decorations in the front garden. Again, they bang so much they become tacky, or an upside down pineapple knocker. And yeah. And they say if you're not of the swinging mindset, but have any of these things as part of your daily appearance, now you know why you're getting looks and visitors at your door. So there you have it. This will help you potentially spot a swinger, but be careful in shooting your shot.
Now everybody's just going to be looking down their neighborhood, like really eyeing everything, like, what are they really doing? When you can just come to our neighborhood and we've got how many cars parked in the front yard and just in and out all day long.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you guys are swingers. You have any pineapples there?
We do. We have a sign that with the pineapple that says welcome. I did buy it.
Oh, damn.
Because it is something that the poly community has adopted as well. Well, we made our neighborhood newsletter about house sharing and the benefits of it.
Right. Well, I'm surprised that you haven't gotten any knocks or solicitations yet.
No.
Because, I mean, it's almost like full blown out there. And you live in Grant and Alvernon, so be careful. Some of those potential swingers might be just trying to bang you just so they have a place to stay. Right? Okay, well, I have apparently some good advice for you or anyone in a relationship to keep their relationship spicy and strong. Now, according to these experts and studies, if you want to improve your marriage or relationship, try roller coasters and horror movies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, studies have shown that doing scary and exciting things together can increase your attraction to each other. And that's because we associate the excitement from the activity of the person that we do it with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's why when I go on like walks on first dates, I usually do it in very sketchy neighborhoods. That way they fall for me like immediately. KFMA, welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. We did have Eddie on the phone. He got disconnected, unfortunately. Unfortunately for him, because I have tickets to give away for Puddle of Mud and Held Out at the Rialto Theater on September 3rd. And Weirdo.
Yes.
I want to play a game.
Let's go.
And I want that game to be you against one of our listeners here. Rock 1 2.1, who's this?
This is Marvin.
All right, Marvin. All right, so Marvin versus Weirdo in around a strip club or a daycare. It's going to be very simple for both of you, okay? You'll each get 2 rounds apiece, and I'm going to give you a name and a location, and you have to guess whether it's an actual strip club or an actual daycare. Now, they're very similar in the names, right?
Oh.
Yeah, who knew that daycares are named after strip clubs and vice versa? But that's the case. Now, if you guys are tied up after the 2 rounds apiece, we'll do a sudden death round by you buzzing in with your name. If you get it right, you win the game. If you get it wrong, your opponent wins the game. Now, Weirdo wins the game. Marvin gets hung up on.
Okay.
And then we'll give out those tickets randomly to caller number 69. But,
all right.
Of course, if Marvin can beat Weirdo, those tickets are his. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
All right. Here we go. We'll start off with our listener, Marvin, on line 1. Here is the name, and you let me know if this is a strip club or a daycare. All right. It's called The Den in Cheyenne, Wyoming. The Den in Cheyenne, Wyoming. Is that a strip club?
I think because it's in Cheyenne, I think that's a strip club.
You think that's a strip club? That is correct.
Nice.
Yes, that is an actual strip club.
That's all I got there.
Yeah, and Cheyenne. Well, you were just so focused on the name Cheyenne, Wyoming, because Cheyenne is a town, very sexy sounding town. Fun fact, though, not too many sexy women in Cheyenne. All right, so 1 point for Marvin. Let's just go over to Weirdo here. Here's yours. Situation. No, here's your name. All right, title, whatever. All right, Cindy's home in Iowa City, Iowa. Cindy's home in Iowa City, Iowa. Is that a strip club or a daycare? Weirdo.
I'm going to go with daycare.
You're going to go daycare. That's correct. All right. You guys are good. You guys are good. Back to Marvin on line 1. All right. Here's the name of this establishment. Is it a strip club or daycare? Discovery in Little Rock, Arkansas?
I'm gonna go daycare.
You're going to go daycare. That is incorrect.
Oh.
Yeah, that is actually a strip club where you discover many things. What are you discovering? I can't even describe to you on the air, but you discover things. You walk out of Discovery a whole new man, educated. All right, so it looks like the score is still tied up 1-1. Weirdo, if you get this next one right, we're going to hang up on Marvin's ass and do caller number 69 for those tickets for Puddle of Mud. Here we go.
Okay.
Strip club or daycare? It's called Noah's Ark in Schuyler, Nebraska.
Ooh.
Noah's Ark in Schuyler, Nebraska. Is that a strip club or daycare?
Daycare.
Wait, I didn't mean to hit that. It is. Why do you say it's a daycare?
Because it's Nebraska, and don't they have like a what is that called when you recreate something like Noah's Ark in Nebraska?
Yeah, well, I mean, we have a Raiders Reef. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
Yeah.
Mm.
But final answer?
Yeah, final answer. Daycare.
That is correct.
Okay.
That does suck for Marvin. All right.
Sorry, buddy.
Marvin, you lost miserably. I will give you a shot of redemption. These aren't going to get you the tickets, but at least maybe you can go out as a winner to a certain extent. A strip club or daycare. It's called Kidding Around in Fairway, Kansas.
Go strip club.
Oh, man. Swing and a miss. That's a daycare as well. I mean, they got kid in the title, bro.
Yeah, that's weird.
Marvin, thank you for trying strip club or daycare. But Weirdo's on point today. You can hang up and call back again. Maybe you'll win those tickets for Puddle of Mud. We'll do caller number 69 right now. 600 KFMA, 605-362. And those tickets will be yours, so you'll be able to see Puddle of Mud and Held Out at the Rialto Theater on September 3rd. We're going to hit the reset. Be back with your F My Lives and more right after this. It's Rock 102.1.
Fun being stupid.
Don't hide this in vain. Let us laugh at your pain. Call 600 KFMA right away.
I promise we won't embarrass you.
Because Beef Vegan presents F My Life. F My Life. F My Life.
Yes, it's time for another edition of Your F My Life. These are unfortunate situations. Email it to me at beefvegan@kfma.com. Subject line FML. But of course, if you have an F My Life you care to share on the air, you can give us a call right now, 600 KFMA and 605-362. And Weirdo and I will weigh in on your F My Life situation. If we agree your life is F, we might hook you up tickets for that MMA fighting that goes down November 11th at Ava Amphitheater. So that's going to be a good time. I'll give you more information on that in a minute, but let's get right into our first email from Jenny. Jenny said, "Hey, Beef, last week in class, I was teaching 6-year-olds about the difference between short and tall, and I asked them how they could see that I was shorter than the other teacher. Then one of them raised their hand and said it was because I'm fatter."
Oh.
I love the logic of saying, I mean, that's a creative thinker right there. It's just like, I know the reason why.
Oh, kids say the darndest things.
Yes, F My Life. What do you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not true. That's not why you're not that tall, but yeah, that's an observation for sure that you can't necessarily deny. So F My Life for sure. All right, next F My Life situation sent to me by Lauren. Lauren said, today my boyfriend was showing me photos on his iPhone when he came across a photo of a half-naked girl. He tried to play it off quickly by changing it, only to reveal more half-naked girls.
No, not that one. No, I'm just gonna put my phone away now.
Yeah, you need a hidden folder, dude. But he wasn't the one emailing me, so Lauren was. So is that My Life for Lauren?
Some of these I need more context on. Like if he's just screenshotting half-naked girls and he doesn't really know them.
That's weird. That's not acceptable.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a loser move right there.
Okay.
But at the same time, it's creepy if he's just collecting nudes from his conquest of the past. So
so then no matter what, Lauren, sorry, F your life.
Yeah. And just know that you're going to be added to the collection very soon. All right, next up, My Life email sent to me by Aaron. Aaron said, this weekend I found out what a lightweight my girlfriend is. After a couple of drinks, she began flirting, then grabbed my ass. She felt around a bit, freaking out and asking where my penis was. It's around the other side, man.
She sounds like a partier.
Yeah. F My Life, what do you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be a hot mess from here on out, Aaron. Now you know. Run. All right. 2 more left. Michelle sent me this email, beefvegan@KFMA.com. She said, Beef, I finally reached a point where it became necessary to give my boyfriend an ultimatum. Either clip your toenails or we aren't having sex.
Oh my God, how long are the toenails?
Probably long enough to scratch.
They're like talons.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, it's so easy to forget that you have toenails when you're a guy.
Okay.
Yeah, and you're, not wearing open-toe shoes all the time. And,
Oh my God, is that my boyfriend's excuse?
Yeah.
Because all the time I'm looking at him like, good Lord.
Well, they grow
They
fast.
like wrap around his toe.
Well, yeah, you got to clip them when they get to that point, but they do grow fast. I mean, whenever I clip my toenails, I go, dear Lord, like how the hell?
Didn't I just do this 3 days ago?
Exactly. It seemed like it was just yesterday. But yeah, I say big baby. Hopefully he'll, groom better. I mean, that's the best way to motivate a guy to do anything.
Offer
Put
to
that
do
on
it
the table.
for him. Offer to do it for him. Do like this little submissive thing and offer to clip his toenails.
First off, the bait is sex. Why would she want to turn herself off before, like that just ruins the whole experience.
I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I'm guessing this dude has grody feet. He's not clipping his toenails. He's not really caring what goes on below the ankle.
Okay.
All right. Final life for the day. Sent by Robbie. Robbie said, Saturday, I tried out my new noise-canceling headphones while vacuuming the house. They work so well that I didn't hear the vacuum stop when the plug fell out of the outlet. I accidentally had the vacuum off the entire time.
Oh,
FY life
sucks. Now you got to go back and actually do the job, buddy. Yeah. Try again.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you were rocking out though, so that could be fun. I'm gonna say big baby. Live and learn. All right, keep those emails coming. beefvegan@KFMA.com. We'll let the resend be back with more right after this. 2x1 KFMA as Beef Vegan presents it. As if I don't get enough grief, right? I also am a single father to a teenage daughter, right? That comes with its own set of issues. Now, full disclosure, when my daughter was a child, right, pre-adolescence, I was a fantastic father, right? One of the best, people would say. And I agree. I had such a great relationship with my daughter. I don't know if I'm a good teenage father.
Right. There's all these different, times. I know people who were great with toddlers and then, sucked with a 9-year-old.
Right.
Or weren't that great when they were babies, but got better as they got older. So, yeah, for sure. I have, 3 teenagers? I have no idea what I'm doing.
Right.
Not a clue.
Well, good. Then maybe you can relate to this. Now, I'm in the precarious situation, too. It's difficult to me because my challenge, and before you go full therapist to me, I got to get to the story and everything else. So just follow along, if you will. My challenge as a single father is not to, when I'm upset with her, not to treat her like she's my partner, right? And B, not to project my insecurities onto her. Now, these are very difficult things to do on a regular basis. And I'll give you an example of what just happened the other day that was mind-blowing and I got super upset about. Now, I was on the phone with my mom because she just had surgery on her arm. She just broke her arm. So, I'm talking to her. And my daughter asked me the day before, after school, could she go with her boyfriend and over to her boyfriend's house and then go out to dinner with her boyfriend and her grandmother? Nice little, nice little dinner, little 3, family dinner. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. That's fine. So she comes home at 7 o'clock at night on Friday. Totally fine. That's an acceptable time for sure.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm on the phone with my mom. When she walks in, she's wearing her boyfriend's sweater and basketball shorts. Exactly. Now, of course, me being a grown man, whore / whatever, I know exactly what that means. And I'm just immediately in my head, I'm just going to swallow this, right? Obviously, little winds out of my sail. I'm just son of a bitch. 7 p.m. walk of shame, right? Whatever, right? So you just know, you assume the worst, and it's kind of validated when she walks through like that. And now she's so I'm not going to say anything. I'm on the phone with my mom. I'm just comforting her, and I don't want to make a big deal, but at the same time, of course, everything goes through my mind, terrified, stress, be you better have no babies, right? All that stuff. So before I could say anything, she comes up to me and she's like, oh, it was raining really bad and I had to change it into clothes. So she started coming up with a BS excuse. And now I'm like, oh, well, if you're going to lie to me blatantly and I wasn't going to say anything. Now,
she doth protest too much.
Yes. And so she's telling me that it poured so much that she needed to change into another outfit. Now I'm like, okay, we live in Arizona.
Yeah.
And I grew up in Arizona. Never once has it rained so much so you need to change clothes, especially during monsoon season.
Yeah.
If it rains, then 5 minutes later you're dry because guess what? It's 110 degrees. Also, we're in the same area, right? I'm out. I'm looking outside, not a puddle on the ground.
Right.
Right? It looks bone dry. And not only that, weirdo, I have a skylight in my house, right? So if there's even a drizzle, it sounds like John Bonham's doing a drum solo throughout the entire house. Like I have a rain detector.
Right.
So she's trying to assure me, no, this is what happened. You could call his grandma. I'm like, I'm not calling to be lied to by two people. Like, that's insane.
You're like, I don't know her.
Yeah. Then to top it off, she tells me a little later on as she continues to bury herself that she actually brought a different outfit with her to dress up. So she had her school outfit and then she had something to wear at dinner, to wear something nicer at dinner. And I'm like, you're telling me you had two outfits and then you went home in the F-boy outfit? So you didn't choose the dry outfit that you had earlier.
Yeah.
Right? And then she goes to me, she's like, well, no, the clothes that I was wearing earlier were dirty. And I'm like, trust me.
Oh, my God.
Nothing's dirtier than a teenager's basketball shorts. By one KFMA's Beef Vegan presents the long-awaited drop of The Flash. It came to HBO Max this weekend. Did you watch this by chance?
No, I don't have Max anymore.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was waiting for this forever. And, of course, we kind of got gaslit by the big studios trying to call this like the greatest superhero movie ever made. I bought into the hype and then it just kind of fizzled and bombed. And just another addition to a long list of Warner Brother fails when it comes to their super movie franchises. But I'll say this, I watched it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think it was bad. And seeing Michael Keaton Batman do Batman things again was all the feels that I needed over the weekend. It was really cool to see. And it was kind of a complex film, but some laugh out loud moments and stuff. So I actually would strongly encourage anybody who's into that genre to check that movie out. And it's not the worst movie ever made. I don't know if I'd say it's the greatest.
I mean, just enjoy it for what it is. It is a superhero movie. It was like going into watching The Expendables. Everybody was expecting some Oscar-winning. No, it's a bunch of old action movie stars from the 80s having fun. Like, just enjoy it.
Who do you know paid for tickets to see The Expendables?
Well, I did.
Well, that's your bad. All right, we got the songs that you're listening for, how you could qualify to win those Power Trip tickets. Now, Power Trip is that massive festival that's in Coachella Valley. Those tickets are uber expensive, as they would be because they have all these icons on the playlist, right? Or that are going to be headlining, like Guns N' Roses and Metallica and, AC/DC. Right. Just to name a few. Now, we're giving one lucky winner a pair of tickets plus hotel stay in Coachella Valley, plus some gas money to get you out there for that little road trip. And our first qualifying day is today. So coming up right around the corner, I'm going to let you know what you're listening for and how you can enter to qualify to win those tickets. Next on Beef Vegan Presents. All right, Jeremy from Pearl Jam on Rock 102.1 KFMA. I've always got crap from like mispronouncing Jeremy. I would always say Jeremy, right? And
Jeremy.
Yeah, you got to say Jeremy because they're not Jeremy, right? They're not covered in germs. This is what I've been told in arguments before. And
they're not a drunk person trying to say journey.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, then you probably saw this video, but apparently this is a thing. And I didn't know that this is a growing trend. Now, I titled the video, circle pits are cool and all, but have you ever started like a 500-person row team while on Molly, bro? Because this is a TikTok video that was going viral that I shared on my Beef Vegan Instagram page. And basically, it starts off with the dude in a silly hat sitting in the middle of a circle pit where people are running around, moshing, throwing elbows and whatnot. And he's just pretending to be in a rowboat. And then people see him and immediately start sitting in front and behind him. And before you know it, like half the crowd is all simultaneously rowing this imaginary boat. And my buddy Jason DeVore from Authority Zero said that he actually had a crowd do this to him over in the UK like a month ago, which of course blew his mind because he's, punk rock. Normally, he's used to people like jumping up and down, getting on stage diving. These are things
Right,
that
like
kids
slam
used to
dancing
do.
and yeah.
Yeah. Now, apparently, this is a growing trend, huh, Weirdo?
Yes,
So-
yes. You showed me this, and I was like, yeah, that's Viking metal. Like you row with. So it happens at Amon or Mars shows. It happens that there's a dwarf Viking metal band called Windrose.
Okay.
That's that I think is where it started, but that's where they tell the whole crowd to like sit down and then just start rowing, and they're playing the metal music in the background, and they're all just yelling out, "Row, row, row!"
Wow, yeah.
Like they're on a Viking ship.
I had somebody on my page comment abs, abs, abs. So I don't know if they were saying abs, but yeah, be prepared for your next metal show that this might break out. This is like a growing trend. And I know I was getting a lot of messages from this video as well. And my friend Kim was clowning these kids because, you know, she is basically started talking a bunch of smack. She said that all the white guys are like, oh, a dance I can do, right? And I was like, yeah, it's a new Cabbage Patch for sure. And then she went on to say the 2023 version of a mosh pit, damn kids are too soft these days. And I went on to comment like, yeah, well, this is the Nickelodeon generation. They're soft as a SpongeBob. So instead of moshing, they're like, let's just all row together.
Yeah, and get Corey Taylor to sing the SpongeBob theme.
Yeah, dude, it's a trip. But if you haven't, you know what we're talking about, you can check out that video on the Beef Vegan Instagram page. Just look at Beef Vegan. All right, you ready for how these people are going to win the Power Trip tickets?
I want to hear.
All this week, Rock 102.1 KFMA wants to send you to the Power Trip Festival, basically in Coachella Valley. All right, so that's Indio to be precise, from October 6th to October 8th. Today's song is by one of the headliners. You're listening for Tools, Anima, and that's going to be played around 3:40 today with Razor. But when you hear it be played, then Razor's going to give you a keyword, text. I can tell you 95938, but it doesn't matter because Razor's going to tell you this anyways. All right, so 3:40 today, you're going to be listening for Tool. When you hear Tool, then follow Razor's directions, text qualify to win. If you do win, you're going to win tickets for the Power Trip Festival, hotel stay, and $500 to get you there. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, speaking of winning, we do have tickets that we're going to give away here next after we play some music from Cage Elephant. But let's kick things off with Falling in Reverse. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. All right, Cage Elephant and Rock 102.1 KFMA. I just got a call from Bella again asking about those Rob Zombie tickets. I told her I'm not giving them away this week, and I heard her scream out the F word before she hung up in frustration. So I'm sorry, Bella. But if I do get more tickets, I will let everybody know and give everyone opportunities to win those tickets. But I do have tickets for Saving Abel. Now this is a show that you don't have to go out of town for.
Nice.
They are coming to the Rialto Theater. This is a big deal on November 22nd. So it's all just part of their tour. So if you're a big fan of Saving Abel and you want free tickets, well, I got good news for you. Weirdo.
Yes.
I want to play a game.
Let's go.
All right. So the name of the game is Think Fast. So I'll take two callers, caller number 6 and 9, to face off against each other. We're going to do Arizona trivia. So this is just stuff if you're like a local, you grew up here, or you've been a fan of the state before you moved to the state, you got this. Super easy trivia questions. You just have to buzz in by saying your name quicker than your opponent. If you answer correctly, you're going to get a point. If you answer incorrectly, your opponent gets a point. Whoever has the most points at the end of Think Fast will win those tickets for Saving Abel. So let's go to caller number 6 right now. See who this is. Rock 102.1. Who's this?
Hey, Beef, it's Jose.
Hey, Jose. All right. Jose, you eligible to win these tickets?
I won Incubus a couple weeks ago, but that concert's already passed.
No, I know,
that's
but
not how it works.
30 days, Jose. All right, 30-day rule is in effect here. Rock 102.1. Who's this? Tammy. All right, Tammy. Have you been 30 days before you won?
Oh yeah, last time I won was
Fair enough.
Oh,
I believe you. I believe you.
mud veins.
I believe you. All right, so Rock 102.1. Who's this?
Abraham.
Gabriel?
Yeah.
All right, roll up your windows, Gabriel. You're going to be one of my contestants. So on line 1, I got Gabriel. On line 2, I got Tammy. They're going to play Think Fast.
Think Fast.
All right, so I'm going to ask you a question. You're going to buzz in with your name. If you get it right, you're going to get a point. If you get it wrong, your opponent gets a point. You guys know the name of the game. Let's play. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. First question, buzz in with your name if you think you know the answer. What is the capital city of Arizona?
Tammy.
Abraham.
Tammy.
Phoenix.
Phoenix is correct. That's right. That's 1 point for Tammy. Good job, Tammy. All right, moving it forward. Here's our next question. Buzz in with your name. If you think you know this answer, which famous natural landmark in Arizona is made up of a series of red rock formations?
Abraham.
Tammy.
I heard Abraham, Gabriel. Gabriel, what's your name? Is it Abraham or Gabriel?
No, it's Abraham.
Oh. Okay. It looks like you're getting tag team, Tammy. Congratulations. All right. So Abraham, what's the answer?
Red Rock.
Red Rocks?
No, that is incorrect. Yeah. So which famous natural landmark? And well, you know what? Let's accept it. The answer was Sedona, but Red Rocks is correct. So Abraham Gabriel, that's a point. Here's our next question. Gabriel. Next question, buzz in with your name if you think you know the answer. Which desert covers a significant portion of Arizona's landscape? And ran out of time. Neither one of you know this, huh?
The only place saguaros naturally grow.
Yeah.
Right here. You live in it.
We live in the Sonoran Desert. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They named that desert after these hot dogs that we like to eat.
Yes.
All right. Here's our next question here. Buzz in with your name if you think you know the answer. It's all tied up 1-1. All right. Here's a question. What is the name of the iconic natural wonder in northern Arizona known for its colorful rock formations and grandeur?
Tammy.
Tammy.
Grand Canyon.
That is correct, Tammy. You're killing it, Tammy.
Nice.
It's 2-1. Tammy over Gabriel. All right, here's our next question. In what year did Arizona become the 48th state of the United States?
Tammy.
Tammy.
1914.
That is incorrect. That was so close, though.
So close.
Gabriel, you don't even need to answer, but go ahead and give me the answer anyways. You still got the point.
1912.
Yep, 1912.
Yeah.
We celebrated our 100th anniversary in 2012. Yeah.
Good job on the math.
Yeah, no, I was alive during it. That's why I recall. All right, here's our next question. Buzz in with your name. We're all tied up. All right. Which university in Tucson is known for its astronomy and space exploration programs? Come on, guys. Gabriel.
U of A.
Yeah, that's right.
Here we go.
Gabriel Abraham. You guys are nuts. All right, here's our next question here. 3-2. It looks like Gabriel Abraham leading over Tammy. What historic site in southern Arizona was once a mining town known as the town Too Tough to Die?
Tammy.
Gabriel.
Tammy.
Tombstone.
Tombstone is correct.
Mhm.
Yes. All right, we're all tied up. This is our final question. So if you buzz in first, and you get the answer right, you're gonna win this. If you buzz in and get the answer wrong, your opponent's gonna win it. So the pressure is on. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Which famous road trip route passes through Arizona and is known for its unique roadside attractions?
Abraham.
Abraham.
Tammy.
Route 66.
Route 66, but Route 66 is acceptable as well. So congratulations, a team of Gabriel and Abraham. It took 2 people to take Tammy down. So Tammy, you should be proud. You put up a hell of a fight, but they had double the brain power this morning, and they're going together to go see Saving Abel. Congratulations, Gabriel Abraham.
Congratulations, Abraham.
There you go. She said Gabraham. Yeah. That's funny. All right. So stay on the line, guys. We're going to get your info. Tammy, well done. Don't worry. We're going to give away tickets for Saving Abel all week long. So plenty of opportunities to win. Let's hit the reset. Be back with more right after this. It's 8:36 on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Time for the music news with Weirdo. What do you got for us in the world of music today, Weirdo?
All right, it's been almost a year since Blink-182 announced a return to music with their classic lineup.
Yes.
You know, we know that they made all the festival stops and then went on tour and even released a new single called Edging, which I enjoyed.
Yeah, it was a good song.
Mhm.
We have it in the playlist for sure.
Yes, and now they are going to be working on a new album.
Oh.
So, and it could be not that far away.
Okay.
Like within the next couple weeks or days.
Days?
Yes.
Really? Okay, so you know what? It's the world of just dropping albums. We are in that world now. There used to be all this like hype and anticipation and promotion, and we would know exactly months in advance when a new album's coming. But now it's just like it could be today, it could be tomorrow. Who knows?
It could be by lunch. Who knows? Yeah, Queens of the Stone Age did that. They dropped a new single, and they're like, "By the way, new album next week." We're like, "Wait, what?
Yeah,
what is happening?" Yes, yeah. So DeLong took to Twitter to share the update. And he said the music videos and albums are only weeks, and then in parentheses, days away. We are finally here.
Nice. All right. Well, I wonder if they've been like premiering or testing any of the songs out live on their current tour. I'm sure. I mean, obviously they haven't rolled through Tucson yet, but you know, it'll be interesting to see. And yeah, I know a lot of people are going to be excited about it.
Yeah.
All right. What else going on in the world of music?
Well, something that I didn't know, there's a strip club that unionized in California. In Hollywood.
Yeah, this is new information to me as well, but apparently it's been a struggle, and these strippers have been essentially out of work like together.
Yes.
In solidarity.
For like a year and a half. They closed this bar down.
Sounds like they're losing this fight, but why do you bring it up?
They are unionized, and to celebrate, Tom Morello of Rage Against the Machine decided to come out and play and support them.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. He's raging against, lap dances, apparently, or the blocking of lap dances. Actually, I have a clip of Tom basically talking about why this cause is so important.
Solidarity is what changes the world. Today we have hotel workers, we have actors, we have writers, we have coal miners, we have people who work at medieval times, all who have showed out to show the North Hollywood strippers, the only unionized strip club in America, that they matter, and that justice and dignity and equality in the workplace matter. We're fighting on many fronts, but this is an important beachhead we've established. It's a victory party.
Oh.
Is it a victory party or is it not?
I mean,
no strip club like a union strip club.
Yeah.
And there is none other. There is none other.
And then we never saw Tom Morello again.
I know. He's a big fan of that. He's been a rock star for a long time. I doubt there was any coal miners there, though. Maybe he misheard and they were saying they were coal miners and just here and figuring that, And I thought it's inappropriate to call exotic dancers strippers.
I mean, back when I was a dancer in my early 20s, I didn't care.
Okay.
I didn't care.
So
Dancer,
stripper, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Tom Morello's still out there fighting a good fight. And let's see if they unionize strip clubs all over the nation. One could hope. All right. We'll hit the reset. Be back with more Beef Vegan Presents, including your Florida Man story of the week. Next, after Rob Zombie on Rock 102.1 KFMA.